that's why we're seeing a bit of a pressure coming in on HDFC Bank, and that is why we will be discussing today with our experts as well in terms of what should we be doing with HDFC Bank. Now, do you see value and is it attractive to buy it? We'll be joined by our experts today. We do have Saurabh Jain as well as Hemant Kapadia joining in with us as well. But before that, let's go across. Saurabh and Hemant, do wait on with us because.
Saurabh, how are you looking at HDFC Bank? Do you expect the earnings to bottom out and they could rise going forward now?
Hi, good morning. Thanks to you for having me on the show. See, what I feel is in the last 3 years, if you look at the HDFC Bank, it has clearly underperformed both the Bank Nifty and the Nifty. And the stock is up by close to 7%, whereas Bank Nifty is up by approximately 25-30% in the last 3 years. I think probably the consolidation, the underperformance will probably continue for some more time, and probably 2, 3, 4 quarters. And I think probably the stock will oscillate broadly in a range of 300, 400 rupees. See what markets are expecting, what markets are, wants HDFC Bank to deliver. I think it will take some time. It will take some time for the bank to shed out the higher cost of borrowings because of the merger with the HDFC Limited. And I think as the time will progress, as the numbers will improve, gradually the performance will occur on the purchase. So I expect, I think nothing to cheer about the numbers, but broadly the numbers are in line with the market expectation. And I think the stock will continue to underperform.
Well, thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Himin, for giving your view on HDFC Bank. With queries coming in from Mr. Balaji, and it's for you, Saurabh. He has around 1,000 shares of Manali Petrochem bought at a price of 90 rupees per share. Should he continue to hold or sell this counter?
I think numbers doesn't appears to be good. I think the stock has seen a good amount of run up. It is better to exit the stock.
Saurabh, one more query your way, and this one is from Mohit from Ludhiana. They have 2,000 shares of Trident at a price of 3.90 rupees per share. For a time horizon of 2 more years, should they continue to hold this? What is your view?
I think the stock has seen a steep run up. I think that there is a euphoria with respect to the textile industry, and the Trident has. I mean, from his investment, I think he has clearly 10, 11 times he has made profit. So I think on the valuation front also the stock has become a bit expensive. I think it is better to take 60-70% of the table and remain invested with the stock.
Uh, Saurabh, this next query is from Vineet from Goa, and with budget around the corner, they've named a couple of stocks and want to know if it's a good thing to buy these stocks considering the budget is there. NBCC, NCC, as well as IREDA.
I think the space is quite buzzing, but you have to keep in mind that this is not a full-fledged budget which will come in the month of February. It will be a vote on account, and the full-fledged budget will come in the month of July after my election. About the stocks, I think IREDA looks to me, I think it is quite expensive considering the fact that it has a very thinner balance sheet as compared to PFC, REC, and also it lends to the green energy projects which fetch lower margins. With respect to the NBCC and NCCC, I think both these stocks have seen a quite run up. I think wait for dips in the market. Corrections are due and they will surely come, and then buy these stocks.
Next query is from Jaya from Bangalore. She has Finolex Cables and Infosys in her portfolio. Should she hold or exit? Saurabh, what is your view here on both the stocks?
I think IT sector looks good to me. I think the development will start going in 2024. AI, automation, large deals pouring in, execution will increase. So I expect IT sector will do well. So in that sense, I would recommend to hold Infosys. And the other stock was,
Finolex Cables.
pardon?
Finolex Cables.
Finolex Cables also, I think it is a very good company. If you look at the numbers are coming quite good. And considering the fact that the economic activity, real estate activity, the way it is happening, I think the fortunes look good. So in both the stocks are looks full to me.
Okay, on that note, we'll. Okay. Saurabh, this next query from the viewer is on KEC International. They hold 100 shares at 591 rupees. What's the view for this one on the long term?
I think they have very good order book. The point is the margins are quite thin. Otherwise, the company is putting up a good show. They have always been L1 bidder, and they are able to garner more orders from the industries. So in that sense, I think it makes sense to hold a stock.
Well, Saurabh, the next query is for you from Rashesh from Vadodara. He has around 200 shares of granules bought at a price of 287. He's asking for your view whether should he hold or sell this counter.
I think this is the company which did very well at the time of COVID, and after that we have seen that both the demand and the pricing pressures have prevailed. The stock hasn't done nothing much so far. I think in this space, a company that I like is in the biosimilar Syngene, and the other company I like in the which is in the APIs is Alembic Pharma.
The next query is okay, he has not mentioned his name, but it's on Gale, and he wants to add more of Gale for short to medium term. What is the outlook on the stock? Saurabh, do you cover this one?
I think we don't expect anything positive on the earnings side. I think the stock will underperform for the next few quarters.
We have one more query for you. This one is from Peter, and they want to know if it's a good time to enter Kirloskar Electric at the current price for a long term.
I think the way the capital goods industry is doing and the Kirloskar is doing, I think it makes sense to go in for a long term.
Is from Mr. Anant Nayak from Bangalore. He wants to buy Nestle's 20 shares. Should he buy at current price? Saurabh, what's your view here?
FMCG pack, we like a company called Jyoti Laboratories. Otherwise, ITC can also be a good back apart from this.
Saurabh, this next query is for you, and this one is from Bisakha from Kolkata. They are a long-term investor. They want to know on a Godavari Power Ispat, they're holding it at a price of 291 rupees, as well as Tube Investments, they're holding it from a price of 2,664 rupees, I beg your pardon. So should they continue to hold both these stocks or maybe look to book out profits now here?
I think both the companies are very strong in their respective domain and the numbers are likely to improve. I think there will be earning surprises in the 2024, so you can hold both the stocks.
Okay, the next query is from Anand from Goa, and from a long-term view, like for the next 4 to 5 years, should he buy Mahindra Holidays? Saurabh, do you track this counter?
See, Mahindra Holidays we do not track, but we feel that the hotel industry per se will do well. I think the stocks which will be like are Chalet and the Lemon.
The next query is from you, and it's from Mr. Balan. Now he has shares of TCS, Infosys, LTI, Mindtree, and he's making a profit of around 25% odd combined basis on all the three stocks. He's asking your view whether should he continue to hold these counters, book profit and sit on cash, or buy HDFC and IRCTC.
See, in my opinion, I think IT sector is looking very good to me for 2024. I think the sector will outperform. So I think the profits that he is generating approximately of 25% are expected to get double or maybe higher this year. So I would recommend to remain invested.
Last query, this is for you. First Source Limited is what the viewer is holding, 2,500 shares at 141. The viewer's name is Rakesh. So they want to know your perspective on this one. Should they continue to hold this for a time period of 1 to 2 years more, or maybe book out profits?
I think the company is doing good, but I am not comfortable with the valuation since if he has invested in at the lower price, so he can remain invested because the sector outlook looks good to me.
Next query is coming in from Rebecca from Kolkata, and she wants to know whether is it a good investment to buy BSE stock at these levels for long term. Saurabh, how are you seeing BSE?
I see it is quite expensive. I wouldn't recommend to buy at these prices.
The next query is from Mr. Rajesh Kumar Singh, and after yesterday's fall that we had seen in Angel One, he's asking whether is it a good time to buy. Saurabh, how do you see this counter?
The management is quite optimistic, and they are saying that the CapEx they are doing will actually reap benefits in the subsequent quarters. So remain invested for a quarter or two.
Saurabh, one last quick one. We're almost done. This one is on Stylum Industries for the medium term. Should the viewer look to buy this?
Not in.
Okay. With that, we're absolutely out of time on this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now, as well as the query segment. So thank you so much, Hemant, as well as Saurabh, for always joining in with us and helping our viewers. And with that, it's a goodbye from Somit, myself, as well as the team who put this show together.